Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day, as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Frost Bank Center heats up this January 19th. The Spurs, led by MVP candidate Victor Wembanyama, host a struggling Utah Jazz. With San Antonio fighting for the West's top seed and Utah in rebuild mode, this clash promises absolute dominance. Get ready for the action and lock in your bets today for a thrilling night of high-stakes professional basketball. Pick 1, San Antonio Spurs minus 13.0 to win. The minus 13.0 spread for San Antonio might seem steep, but the statistical reality fully supports it. The Spurs, 29-13, have turned their home court into an impenetrable fortress, while Utah, 14-28, currently holds the league's worst defense, allowing over 127 points per game. Wembanyama is putting up historic numbers, and the addition of De'Aaron Fox has added an elite dimension to the Texas offense. Utah, in development mode, often crumbles in the third quarter against teams with deep rotations. San Antonio isn't just looking for a win. They want to solidify their second-place standing in the Western Conference. In their last meeting in December, the Jazz pulled off a surprise, but today the Spurs arrive with a thirst for revenge and no key injuries. With a net rating of plus 5.1 compared to Utah's minus 8.0, covering this 13-point line is the most logical outcome for a home team that wins big. Pick 2, totals under 245.0 points scored. A 245.0 point total is exceptionally high, even by the Jazz's high pace standards. While Utah plays at the NBA's third fastest pace, San Antonio boasts the league's third best defense, anchored by the defensive wall of Wembanyama. The Spurs prefer controlling the tempo and forcing half-court sets, which naturally reduces total possessions. Historically, in matchups held in San Antonio this season, the under has hit in 60% of cases due to Mitch Johnson's tactical discipline. For this game to exceed 245 points, both teams would need unreal shooting efficiency or multiple overtimes. With Utah averaging 119 points and the Spurs limiting opponents to 112, the projected total sits closer to 231 points. Betting the under 245.0 provides a safety cushion of nearly 14 points over the average projected by most analytical models. Expect a professional defensive display from the home side today. Trust the numbers and the home court advantage. San Antonio has all the tools to overwhelm a defensively lost Utah team. Don't miss out on these odds. The combination of a solid spread and a high total is the perfect formula for this NBA Monday. Use this analysis to your advantage, trust your gut, and go for the win today. Good luck to everyone. NBA action hits Philadelphia this January 19th. The 76ers aim to climb the Eastern standings against an injury-plagued Pacers squad. With Tyrese Maxey playing at an MVP level and Pascal Siakam carrying the visitors, Xfinity Mobile Arena will vibrate with high-impact hoops. It's a primetime clash you can't miss. Get ready for a night of pure basketball. Pick 1, Philadelphia 76ers minus 5.0 to win. Philadelphia enters as the clear favorite to cover the minus 5.0 spread. The season-ending loss of Tyrese Halliburton has left a massive creative void for Indiana, which now leans heavily on Pascal Siakam. The 76ers feature Tyrese Maxey averaging 30 points and the dominant presence of Joel Embiid in the paint. Indiana's defense ranks 29th in the league, allowing over 118 points per game. At home, Philadelphia maintains a strong record and typically wins by large margins against bottom-tier teams. Indiana holds a 10-33 record and has recently lost games by double digits. The Sixers' bench depth and the Pacers' lack of a primary playmaker tip the scales toward the home team covering the line. With Maxey in peak form and a superior defensive rotation, Philadelphia should easily dictate the game's pace and win by at least 6 points tonight, solidifying their standing in the Eastern Conference race. Pick 2, totals over 223.0 points scored. The 223.0 total points line is quite conservative given both teams' styles. Indiana plays at a high pace, averaging many possessions despite their record. Their defense is porous, leading to games consistently breaking the 225-point barrier, seen in their recent 127-119 high-scoring affair against the Pelicans. The 76ers boast an elite offense with Maxey and Paul George, perfectly suited to exploit Indiana's defensive rotations. History shows these matchups are high-scoring due to the Pacers' lack of rim protection. With a combined projected average near 230 points, the over at 223.0 offers great value. Both teams can easily reach 110-plus points. Indiana will try to offset their defensive flaws with shooting volume, while Philadelphia will capitalize on every fast break opportunity. This setup is ideal for a game filled with quick transitions and constant scoring at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Everything is set for a winning night. Philadelphia's home dominance and Indiana's scoring trends create an unbeatable opportunity for your picks. Don't miss out on the short spread and the accessible point total. Trust the detailed analysis, set your strategy, and enjoy the victory in this thrilling NBA Monday. Let's get those wins today. Barclays Center takes center stage this January 19th. The Phoenix Suns roll into Brooklyn on a mission to climb the Western Conference standings, facing a Nets squad desperate for home court consistency. With Devin Booker firing on all cylinders and a narrative of redemption in the Big Apple, this clash promises high-octane intensity from the opening tip-off. Pick 1, Phoenix Suns -4.0 to win. The -4.0 spread for Phoenix represents one of the most reliable value plays on the board. The Suns, 25-17, have displayed superior tactical maturity, anchored by Devin Booker's 25.3 ppg scoring punch and the defensive stability brought by Mark Williams in the paint. In contrast, Brooklyn, 12-28, is navigating a results crisis, having dropped 9 of their last 11 matchups. The Nets' defensive struggles, ranking near the bottom of the league in efficiency, will be exploited by Phoenix's deep rotation. Furthermore, Brooklyn's home record of 6-15 suggests the Barclays Center is far from an impenetrable fortress. Given that Phoenix has covered the spread in 70% of their victories this season, a mere 4-point margin feels exceptionally low for a championship contender facing a rebuilding roster. Expect Phoenix to control the tempo and pull away in the second half to secure a comfortable win and cover the line. Pick 2, totals over 212.0 points scored. Betting the over on 212.0 points is a logical move based on 2026 NBA scoring trends. While both teams have hit recent low-scoring stretches, a 212 line is unusually low for modern standards. Phoenix possesses the firepower to drop 115-plus points independently when their perimeter shooting clicks. Brooklyn, led by Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr., tends to favor a high-pace style that generates a high volume of possessions. Historically, head-to-head matchups between these cores have cleared the 220-point mark in 4 of their last 5 meetings. The lack of an elite rim protector in Brooklyn allows Phoenix to score easily in the paint, while the Nets' tendency to launch transition threes ensures the scoreboard keeps moving. Surpassing the 212-point threshold requires an average of just 53 points per quarter between both teams, a highly achievable figure given the offensive talent on the floor tonight. Now is the time to capitalize on the Suns' dominance and the league's scoring pace. The technical data fully supports these picks. Phoenix has the talent, and Brooklyn has the vulnerability. Trust the process, lock in these lines before they shift, and get ready to celebrate another winning night in the NBA. Let's chase that victory and secure the green today. Family, now we continue with our props players. The technical analysis for Brandon Podziemski in tonight's matchup against the Miami Heat suggests exceptional value in the 18.5 line for the total of points, rebounds, and assists, PRA. Throughout the 2025 to 2026 season, Podziemski has solidified his role as Steve Kerr's primary Swiss Army knife, consistently averaging near 20.2 PRA per contest. His versatility is his greatest asset. Unlike scoring or rebounding specialists, Podziemski does not rely on a single statistical category to clear his betting lines. With season averages of 12.3 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 3.4 assists, he is already theoretically positioned above the proposed threshold before even considering the specific tactical nuances of this game. A pivotal factor is the current state of the Golden State roster. With Stephen Curry dealing with recurring back issues that have either sidelined him or restricted his usage lately, the playmaking and scoring burden has shifted significantly toward Podziemski. Over his last 5 appearances, Brandon has cleared the 18.5 PRA mark in 80% of those games, including standout performances such as a 26 PRA outing against the Knicks and a near triple-double of 32 PRA against the Kings. His elite ability to track long rebounds, a hallmark of Warriors' defensive schemes that force perimeter misses, provides a reliable floor of 5 to 7 rebounds, which serves as a massive head start toward hitting the over. Facing the Miami Heat presents a favorable tactical scenario. Eric Spoelstra's squad often utilizes zone defenses and aggressive trapping that forces opposing guards to make quick distribution decisions, a style where Podziemski's high basketball IQ thrives. In his most recent meeting with Miami on November 19, 2025, he posted an impressive 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists, totaling 30 PRA. Miami tends to allow a high volume of assists to versatile backcourt players due to their defensive focus on collapsing the paint against rim runners. When factoring in his offensive rebounding tenacity and improved three-point efficiency, 39.5% this season, the probability of Podziemski finishing with a total in the 22 to 25 PRA range is extremely high, making 18.5 look like an undervalued line for a player of his current stature and usage rate. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.